The day the police contacted me about my parents, I already knew the storm had finally broken. "Ma'am, we need you to come to the station. It's regarding your parents." My heart beat once. Heavy, certain, the moment I had been avoiding for years had arrived. Let me rewind. For 5 long years, I quietly paid a mortgage on my parents' lovely home in Colorado. 5 years of transfers. 5 years of covering their bills. 5 years of believing that taking care of family meant something. I never complained, never asked for recognition. I simply did it. Then my younger sister got married. At the reception, with champagne glasses raised and smiles brighter than the lights, my parents announced their wedding gift. The house. The same house I had paid for. They handed it to her and her new husband like it cost them nothing. I didn't argue. I didn't even blink. Just silence, cold, deep, and final. 2 years went by. One morning, they showed up at my apartment door, cheerful as ever. "We decided to move in with you," my mother said, already tugging a suitcase inside. I stood firm, blocking the doorway. That won't be happening. Their shock was almost theatrical. Still, I remained calm. 3 days later, the phone rang. The police. I rushed to the station, heart in my throat. The officer folded his hands. "Your parents have accused you of stealing their house." For a second, I stared. Then I couldn't stop myself. I laughed. A sharp, wild laugh that made the officer lean back. "Ma'am, are you okay?" "I'm wonderful," I said, pulling a thick folder from my bag. They've just opened the perfect door for me. Inside the folder were years of documents. Every transfer, every mortgage payment, every tax form, all tied directly to my bank account. The officer flipped through the pages, eyebrows climbing higher and higher. "This property is legally yours," he said. "I'm aware," I replied. "And since they've accused me of theft, I'd like to file charges against them: fraud, property misuse, and attempted wrongful eviction." The officer nodded, almost stunned. "We'll contact them." When my parents were brought in, their bravado dissolved instantly. My father could barely form a sentence. My mother's tears fell fast. "You wouldn't do this to us," she whispered. I met their eyes without blinking. "You taught me how." A month later, my sister called, shrieking so loudly I had to move the phone away from my ear. The sheriff had just delivered eviction papers. "How could you take the house?" she screamed. I sipped my tea and answered gently, "You're right, so I'm giving you 30 days to move out. Think of it as my present to you." The silence that followed was delicious. For once, it wasn't mine to carry. They still don't know my next step. I'm not keeping that house. I'm turning it into a shelter for women who actually know what gratitude and loyalty look like. Because sometimes the sweetest revenge is not ruining someone. It's choosing to build something better without them.